Hello, guys. Welcome to Black and White episode
12. You
I know.
just yelled at me.
I'm confused. It's 12. We messed up on.
Did we? I thought we said it was 11.
We said it was 12.
Oh, I told you.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yeah, because I just edited them.
Well, you're the one that had the videos.
Yeah. Well, it's 12. Welcome to episode 12.
And we have Mr. and Mrs. on the show. This is Scotty and Ariel.
Now,
oh, look at this.
I know we had a guest on already, but this is the day before Thanksgiving, so it's another special episode.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a Friendsgiving. They came all the way from Philadelphia to come do this. Well, not just this, but we have a Friendsgiving. So we definitely appreciate them being here, being on this podcast. They definitely didn't have to do this, but we kind of forced them to.
You guys nervous?
A little bit.
You guys nervous? We did not force you. We said. We literally said you didn't have to do it.
You know what's funny about this?
What's that? You don't have your mic on.
Do you have yours on?
Yes.
Good enough. Yeah. Put that on.
I wasn't even paying attention.
The mics are good enough. Probably sounds fine.
I will say this though. After the episode over, the content for OnlyFans is gonna be pretty crazy.
Yeah. Quick update. The editing should be getting a lot better because I finally bought myself a PC.
Yeah.
I've been editing every single episode on the phone.
That's terrible.
It's been rough.
Yeah, I bet
it took them 17 hours to upload it.
It literally takes me the entire week to edit these episodes, and there's not much editing. It's been a struggle. But now that I got a PC, the editing should get better. Like I said in episode 11, we got TikTok and Instagram out. We're trying to figure out Twitter. We're trying to figure out Facebook. All that stuff.
it's being weird right now. X, not Twitter. X.
If we get it out by the time this drops, I'll add the links to everything.
No, I'll send you the links to them,
but yeah. So
does YouTube have bios? Like you could put it in there.
You can add a description.
Oh, all right.
You can add a description, put the links in there. But so, before we ask how y'all been, how's your week been, Shade?
It's week. We haven't seen each other in 2 weeks. It's been a struggle. You know how we did that game? And I said I didn't have no allergies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I found out in the worst way that I'm allergic to amoxicillin.
So amoxicillin? That's a scary way to find out.
But it wasn't like I was dying or not. So I was deadly sick. I was off I was off work for a whole week.
That's why you were sick.
I got sick.
Okay.
And then I went to the doctors and they were like, "Oh, the one, it was a nurse. I think we went to high school. She said, "Well, have you ever had mono?" Bro, my jaw dropped. I said, "What's that?" Because I've heard bad things about mono.
Yeah.
But then they gave me a strep test, and I will tell you this: that thing hit the back of my throat, man. I threw up everywhere. I told her, I said,
first test you actually passed.
I said, "Listen," I was gonna tell her like, "Hey, I'm not usually like this," but then they did that. That was negative. So then they was like, "Do you want a COVID test or a flu test?" I was like, "So you can run the bill up?" Like, no,
right.
I don't have COVID. My throat hurts.
Yeah.
They don't know what was wrong with me, so they gave me amoxicillin.
Yeah, COVID before though, right?
Yeah, and it was nothing like that.
Yeah.
So they gave me amoxicillin. I started taking it. I started getting nosebleeds bad. Like they were pouring. And you know how you go like this, like hold your nose right so it stops? And then it was just pouring down my throat.
I've never had a nosebleed.
It was the worst. I used to get them all the time, but I haven't in a while. I started taking that. I was at the Steelers and Ravens game, and we're sitting up in the stands, bro, and my nose.
Were you in the nosebleed section?
No, they weren't terrible.
That could have been it. Yeah.
There's not really bad seat in that stadium, but anyway, my nose just starts gushing, bro, and my face, I get like pale.
Yeah.
And this lady I'm sitting next to, she gives me these wipes or whatever, and I'm using them. But they're burning. My nose is burning so bad because they're like alcohol wipes.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here, I'm like, and they like burning so bad, but it wasn't stopping. So I went down, I plugged my nose. It was like coming out of both sides. I thought I almost told the can you guys like bring like a paramedic up here?
I feel like I have a panic attack if I start having a nosebleed. The only time I've ever had a nosebleed wasn't a nosebleed because we were, I think, at Myrtle Beach playing.
Oh,
What is it where you put someone on your shoulder
or fucking
Oh,
and you fight in the water?
chicken. I almost called it
We were
turkey.
playing chicken.
I was calling turkey chicken earlier.
And Steven, the guest that was on before, was on, I think,
Mine.
Yeah,
He
shade shoulders.
needs you right in the mouth.
Who uses your knees during chicken? He threw that knee like he was in Street Fighter. He hit me straight in my nose, bro, and it was like over.
Well,
That's the only time I've ever had
The
a
craziest
nosebleed.
thing is he needs you in the nose, and then we, you know, we was like kids or whatever. We were messing around in the ocean. He goes to jump on Devin
Oh,
and
yeah.
grab, like, his whole hand was around it. How do you go to tackle somebody and grab their crotch like that? Me personally, I
We-
played football and all that. I've never touched another dude's
We made
crotch.
fun, we made fun of him about that for like years.
We should have brought it up when he was on
We
the
still
live
make fun of
podcast.
him.
We should have
We
brought it up.
do. We do.
But yeah,
No,
So,
bro, I thought it was over.
your week has been bad then. You've been
The
sick.
this week wasn't terrible because I've been feeling better. I woke up this morning. First time I've woke up without my throat hurting.
Mm.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what I wanted. I wanted to do so many things. I wanted to eat, drink. I wanted to eat so many things. It didn't hurt anymore. It
Yep.
felt amazing.
I feel that. Well,
You guys
these
want
two
to
have
moved away from
moved
me?
away, left us to die,
Yeah.
all because of this
Deserted
woman.
them.
I'm
Me.
sorry.
Listen,
And
you guys didn't leave everybody, but you left me.
I'm sorry.
We're there in spirit.
No,
um,
you're not.
no, they left for a good reason. Miss Ariel over here is, going for the like hardest thing in the world. I couldn't do it. What's the actual term for it? Like, it's just vet
school.
school. Couldn't do it. I don't even like animals. But good for her. They moved over, and tell me about your experience. Are you liking it so far?
Yeah, so we used to live here. Now, we live 4.5 hours away. We used to live about like 30 minutes away from where Trey currently lives. Where Shade, I would say, lives. He's about
Yeah,
45 minutes from where we
it's
used to
like
live.
35. Some reason it just takes me 45 minutes
Well,
sometimes,
But yeah, we lived in Philly.
especially when it's raining.
I like it. I think she likes it too. It's more. I mean, it's a city, so you expect what you should whenever you live in a city. But yeah, it's cool. I think it's fun. There's a lot to do, obviously, a lot more than in a rural setting.
Yeah.
Things, the cost of living obviously is going to increase, but I mean, you're able to do anything that you want.
Well, yeah. When you go from like a town
Yeah.
with a population of 2,000 to like a town of like
the biggest city in
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
yeah. I'm sure the cost of living does go up.
I cannot wait to come down.
Oh,
Like, I've
yeah.
wanted to go to Philly
It's
my whole
so
life.
much.
Like,
There's so many things. Like, it is a little sketch in some areas and stuff like that. But
well,
when
that's
you're down
everywhere.
there,
That's everywhere.
like being in Philly, like we've gone to Pittsburgh and stuff. Being in Philly, you realize how beautiful of a city Pittsburgh actually is. Pittsburgh's actually a gorgeous city. Once
Yeah.
you're in Philly and like you're in downtown Philly and stuff like that, you'll find some sketchy areas. It's guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
But like on the outskirts of Philly, every house is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's so nice. And like the schools down there, you thought like St. Francis was big, which was the college that me and Trey attended. You thought that school was big.
What was the
St.
one-
Joseph's down there, it's like 4 blocks long, biggest castles you've ever seen in your life. It's huge.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's so nice. And then I mean, it is a lot warmer down there than here. Like,
Yeah.
It's been 50s all week. It's been nice. Haven't
I
got
bet.
snow or anything.
It snowed pretty bad.
Yeah, a lot
Did
of
you guys
people-
get a lot of snow here?
Not as bad as what they were saying in Altoona, but
Altoona didn't get nothing.
no,
Nothing. Not like a dusting.
we got like it laid down,
Where I
and
live,
it was gone the next.
where I live, we got 7 inches. No,
Yeah.
Pat, they got almost a
He
foot.
said 10
Yeah, they got
inches, yeah.
They almost
He
got
said
a
10
foot of
inches.
snow. It's crazy though, because it's gone. There's not like a trace of snow anymore though.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but Philly, it has like a bad rap for just like what you hear from people and stuff like that. Like Philly's like the ghetto and stuff like that. Philly's actually pretty gorgeous. It is expensive though. a lot of the houses that you see and stuff like that, they're like row housing. They're up there in prices.
So
stuff like that.
how long have you guys been down there now? A month? 2 months?
Been down there since
Since
August.
August.
We bought the house in August 13th.
So yeah, so you've been down there for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Any shenanigans? Anything crazy?
You hope, but probably not.
I don't have anything off the top of my head.
I mean, I had a run in with a prostitute, but she was very nice.
Are you sure she was a prostitute, or maybe she was just showing off her stuff?
It was 5 p.m. and I could see her nipples through her shirt. She got out of a car, looked very
Suspicious.
yeah.
Hey, people got to
Very
get
suspicious.
people got to get their money one way or
Listen.
another. You know, we don't.
Listen.
No, she
All-
weird thing. She was very nice.
All I'm
Very
saying,
nice.
if
But
I,
it's definitely like what would it be, like a culture shock from where
Oh,
you
yeah.
were raised,
Yeah.
because you don't
Oh,
see
yeah.
that kind of stuff
Yeah.
when you go to
I
the
was
big
raised
city.
in
If
a town that had
I was-
200 people.
Yeah.
if I was a female, I'd be right there with her.
Oh yeah.
I'd be online. I'd be online like this every night.
Yeah.
Give your money. That's
This
what-
podcast wouldn't be this podcast.
No, we'd
It'd be
be
something else on a different platform.
yeah, and I'd be making 80 grand a month
Yeah.
just looking.
There is some things down in Philly though that is like a shock. So like traffic for one is a shock. People literally just stop in the middle of the street and just leave their car and yeah,
In the middle of the street.
yeah, that's it. And, like they'll just leave. That's it. And specifically like 69th Street and stuff like that. There's like a big shopping plaza and stuff there. Also like the subway stations there. People just put their four ways on, and it's 2 lanes of traffic. They'll put their four ways on and just leave, and then like everybody in the right lane just then has to merge and stuff, and it congests traffic and stuff like that. So like that's a huge thing down in Philly, and like if you don't leave the second it turns green, you're getting beeped at.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like,
Oh, I'm
like,
used
you
to
saw
that.
the videos, like the memes and stuff, where like they beep as soon as the light turns green. That's Philly. You know that all
That's
those
every single
videos
time.
took place in Philly.
You have to go to 0 to 60.
yeah,
immediately.
yeah, it's insane.
He's trained me for that.
and
You
then-
ever driving behind this motherfucker? Bro, as soon as the light turned green, oh, bro, he does it every
I was
time.
in tears doing that.
Yeah, and then like,
Every time, bro.
red lights don't exist. If you can't make a turn, you pull up to the middle of the intersection. When the light turns red, then you turn.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
that's normal. That's normal.
Crazy.
Yeah, because there's some traffic. There's like some intersections and stuff where you can't cross in traffic. Like intersections are just congested. You don't leave enough light.
Yeah.
Not enough time on the light for you to actually like cross traffic
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So they'll park in the middle of the intersection, and like specifically like whenever we go to Giant and stuff like that, whenever we're grocery shopping, cars will have to stop and wait for like the car that's in the middle of the intersection, wait for them to get a green light to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Or else they have to like go around them and merge into traffic and stuff like that. But yeah, that was like a huge like not a culture shock, but like just like a difference of where we live.
Well,
from like a rural area to like a city.
because obviously we've all driven Pittsburgh. You and I have drove in DC
Yeah.
for our job and stuff like that. Would you say it's like worse than Pittsburgh and DC?
100%.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost down to DC.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that time, bro? We was parked at that little stop, and he's like, "Take my wallet and my, take my
Oh,
wallet,
yeah,
take
yeah,
my
yeah,
watch,
yeah,
take my
Let
wallet,
me
my
tell- let me tell the
watch."
story about that. So, I was driving a 2005 Jeep Compass, and you know that thing was a soldier for a long time, but it finally died out. So I was looking for a vehicle. I somehow landed on an electric vehicle. Don't know how. I ended up driving it with Shade. Shade came with me to test drive it. Fell in love with it. Worst decision I've ever made. All right, I spent a bag on that.
That's how I felt about
I
that
should
truck,
not-
man.
Yeah, I should not have bought that vehicle, but I have it now. And so for our company, they have like company parties. We drive out to DC. First time ever driving long distance with my electric car. I'm scared because I don't know nothing about
Yeah.
how to charge it, do anything.
Yeah.
So we all group up in this car, and we're driving, and I don't know if turning on the heat will mess up the mileage.
Oh my
So
god! It was 3 degrees in that car.
They were gone. None
3
existed.
degrees in that car the whole drive.
Don't turn on any of the heat. No heat at all. And what was it? It was probably like November, December.
Yeah,
It was
it's
December.
It was the
Smallest
Christmas
car,
party.
dude,
It was like
smallest car in the back seat. Shades, how tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah, so he had no leg room. He was trying to put his feet in like the center
Yeah.
console and stuff like that. And it was cold, so like whenever he did that, probably like an inch of ice probably came off of
And
his leg,
so-
just extending it.
It
And
was
so these two goofballs kept, I gotta pee, we gotta stop, we gotta stop. we gotta stop.
I had to pee the entire
And
ride.
I thought, I was like, all
I
right,
didn't
these
have to
clowns
pee.
are just messing around trying to get under my skin, right?
No,
so I ignore them.
actually had to pee.
Well, meanwhile, we didn't have the heat on, but the front seats have a heated steering wheel and heated seats. So me and Maria, we were nice and toasty. We were chilling.
Chilling. No,
And-
chilling.
We got like 3/4 of the way there. I think you were like, you're like, it's effing cold.
Yeah, my toes were freezing. I had to pee the entire time. It was like my nerves were going the entire time. We're in DC. We're in a city. The roads are not the smoothest. You're hitting a bump. And I swear to God, a little's coming out every freaking month you take.
nothing's worse than when it's cold out and you have to pee.
Yeah.
You're in a car.
You know, you're in a car, you gotta move, right? They like bounce your leg or something. They stay occupied. You can't even do it out because the car's so damn small.
So 3/4 of the way, I realized Scott actually meant like he had used
Yeah.
bathroom the entire time.
Plus, you had to
He's
stop
fighting.
and
He's
get-
fighting for his life, right?
And mind you, the drive is like 3.5
Yeah.
hours from here. Like an hour in, I had to pee.
He's fighting for his
That
life.
it is our
And so,
fault for
finally-
saying it so much. Though.
Finally, like when I realized they were serious, I was like, "All right, well, we're already here. I found a charging station like 3 blocks away, but there's like a group of stores. Let me drop you off here, right?"
Yeah.
And we pull up. It's like in the depth of the ghetto.
Yeah, it's
The depth of the
deep in
ghetto.
right?
And as you
Yeah.
see this beautiful man here, he's not made to be shown up in the depths of the ghetto. And so he was like, "Let me take off
Yeah,
my,
he takes
my
off
Galaxy
his-
watch. Let me take
Yeah,
off
I
my."
took everything off.
He
I took
gave
my
me his
watch off, my
wallet.
my phone.
He steps outside the
Stripped,
car.
basically.
He steps out the car. He didn't make it 5 feet before someone was like, "Hey, you got change? You got some change?"
We stopped right in front of a liquor store, and as soon as I got up, the guy was like, "Hey man, you got 50 cents?" I was like,
And
"I ain't
so,
got nothing now." He was like, "God be with you." I was like,
and
"Okay."
so he leaves, right? And I'm looking back. I'm thinking to myself, charging station's only like 2 blocks away. I was like, I think I'm just gonna drive to the charging station. And Maria and Shay look at me and like, "You're gonna what?" I was like, "I'm just gonna drive 2 blocks." He's like, "You're not leaving Scott here, are you?" I mean, keep in mind, like, I don't like that kind of stuff doesn't really bother me, right?
No,
And
but
but like I didn't put my mind into like Scott.
Yeah.
And so after they talked about it and he finally got back in the car, which mind you, he went to the Dollar General.
It wasn't no, it was just like a clothing store. So like I really had to pee. So we stopped, he charged his car, and I was like, I need to find somewhere to pee, right? So I ended up, I got asked by that dude, do I have any money, basically. No, like I've got nothing now, because I stripped before I got out the car. And so like, I had to pee. And so like I started going to the stores and stuff. And the first store I went into, I was like, "Hey, you guys got a bathroom?" They said no, which I know they were lying because they gotta have a bathroom. Who doesn't, right? So I went to the next store and I was like, "All right, it's a clothing store. You guys got a bathroom? Only if you buy something." I was like, "What are you gonna do if I just piss on your floor right now?" Like I gotta pee. I've had to pee for the past 3 hours.
and the craziest thing is we parked his car, plugged it in, and went into that place to get food, and it was a bathroom.
Yeah,
there's a
that's why I
bathroom
ended
in
up
there,
going to the bathroom.
To this day, I regret not getting chicken from that place because that
Yeah,
stuff
we-
looks so
we-
good.
I didn't leave him. They convinced me not to leave him, which was probably the best decision
For everyone.
for everybody. He got
Especially
in.
for you.
We drive to the charging station, plugged it in, and then there was like some Jamaican restaurant.
It was
some
like a
local-
soul food place. Yeah,
some local soul food restaurant. We go in there, slapped.
I would regret.
But yeah, there was a
You
bathroom
went, we
there.
didn't eat, 'cause we didn't party.
Yeah, I was grabbing.
No, that was before the party.
Yeah, it was before.
We didn't eat-
didn't eat at,
we-
at there.
We
because-
did, yeah, but I regret it because they come out here. First off, they come out here with this beautiful looking set of chicken, And I'm like, oh, this looks so good. And Maria walk up to the counter. This soul food place, probably best chicken you ever had. She go up to the counter. Can I get ranch?
Yeah, and they said, huh?
They gave her this little packet of ranch. Yeah, they were like, what? They're like, why don't you try it and then tell me if you need it?
It was like a ketchup packet, but for ranch. It was
Yeah.
like,
They're like Ken's.
yeah,
Ken says it.
it does.
It slept on me.
My buddy has been thinking about switching.
Ken's has slept on
It
me.
was such a funny because like I said, I thought they were just trying to get under my skin the entire drive, not knowing Scott was dying in the back, freezing.
No, because I didn't have to
Had
pee.
to pee.
I didn't have to
Every
pee,
bump.
but I kept saying it. I kept saying
Drop
it
me
too,
off
but
in
I
the
didn't
ghetto.
have to. Yeah, he was nervous. He was cold.
Yeah, man, that was something.
And then-
I'll forever
We
remember
made it
that.
to
That
the
was
party
hilarious.
safely though.
The
Everything was intact.
one party we went to is me, Trey, Scott, and Devin, which hasn't been on the podcast yet. You guys live 4 hours away and been on the podcast
Devin lived
before
here.
somebody that lives
Yeah.
here. But we're sitting there, it was after the party. We were all drunk and stuff. And we go into the one hotel room. We ordered pizza. And me and Trey are messing around, see who could kick higher. This dude's going to pretend to kick me in the head. And his other foot comes with it. Dude, it's the ground.
In my
So hard, bro.
in my defense, our company party, you can drink as much as you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And it's not just like
everything's free, like hotel, drinks, food.
yeah, and it's not
your
just
time
like
to go down there. Everything is free. You
It's-
get paid to go down, basically.
it's not like it's just like, oh, here's free Michelob, here's free
Yeah,
beer.
it's,
It's like
it's top of the
the
line. Like
Grey
Grey Goose,
Goose,
vodka,
yeah.
yeah.
it's like top, and
It's so
I'm
nice.
smacking.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so good.
smacking, and so like by the time we get to the room, I'm like, I'm tough shit.
And you're
And
in
we were
dress
trying to
socks,
kick-
though.
yeah.
And you're in dress socks.
Huh?
Like you work in an accounting firm? Do they
Yeah.
know that?
I didn't tell
Yeah.
him where. What,
yeah, we're
yeah,
both accountants.
we're
We work
accountants.
at the same company.
Yeah.
But you're in dress socks, which are the slippiest socks known to man.
Yeah, and I felt so
Yeah, they are slippy.
I felt
Yeah.
so confident as I watched this, and I kicked as high as I could.
I've
And
never
I
heard
kicked-
a bigger thud in my
I
life
kicked with-
on the floor.
I kicked with so much force that my whole body went up and went. Blew.
And he it's like usually you catch yourself, he just landed flat. He was probably 4 feet in the air and landed flat. And I laughed so I literally like
If you
fell
belly
into the
flop-
door. I was
you belly
laughing.
flopped on cement.
That's what
Flat.
he
It's
lit-
like a perfect dab.
bro.
That's what it sounded like, but like 180
You-
pounds hitting cement.
you never catch Trey. You don't really catch Trey slipping up much, but
Yeah.
that one day, bro,
Yeah, we'll never
That-
let that day down.
that
It
was
so
the-
funny.
I think that was the
My ego
night.
was hurt.
That was
Yeah.
the same night.
And it will never die.
That same night, we're over in the other hotel room, and I'm on the phone with somebody, and Scott said, "Hey, you know you're my best man, right?" And I'm like, so he never he didn't ask me. I'm just like, "Oh, for real? Like,
Say
yeah,
that.
I'll do it, but like maybe ask me next time."
Oh, that's something we're gonna bring up too. Is the wedding?
Our wedding? Or just
No, the other wedding we were at with all of
Yeah,
us.
the only wedding we've ever been to.
I wasn't sure.
You should be.
Are you a writer, poet, or artist looking to share your work with the world? Then Blue Villa is the perfect place for you. This online literary journal showcase stories and art forms creators around the globe. In every genre you can imagine, whether it's fiction, poetry, or visual art, Blue Villa is where your voice can be heard. Blue Villa also has a Discord community where you can network, collaborate, and engage in lively discussions and even explore job opportunities within the world of creative arts. With exclusive writing prompts, editing services, and feedback from the supportive group of writers and artists, it's the ideal place for you to grow. Plus, the first week is completely free.
So join Blue Villa today, and let's keep art alive together. Click the link below and tell your story. The wedding was dope.
The
I
wedding was
love that wedding.
gorgeous.
It was.
You tried
it was-
that.
if I
I'm
could
telling you,
relive one
that
day of my
barn-
life,
that barn.
I would
was
choose that wedding
gorgeous.
every
That
day.
barn.
All right, so
Very-
tell us the process of how you guys got it set up, and then what would you guys change if you could do it again?
I don't. Okay. First, I don't think I would change anything. I think it was perfect. I love
I
that
also
day.
think it was perfect.
It was
We did spend a lot of time with the photographer.
yes.
Yeah.
And you're-
From what everybody else.
Her mom.
You
Yes.
Her mom came up to me. Where the hell are they at? Go get them right now. They're done taking pictures. I'm like, well, can you come with me? 'Cause I don't. They're paying this photographer.
So
I'm not
we
going
had-
up and yelling at her. And
We had a
dog comes
photographer
out.
and a videographer, and they both wanted our time, obviously, so that they could, perform their job to the best of their abilities and stuff like that. So yeah, we did spend a lot of time with them. We had a lot of photos. We had a really good video. So I think both of those really came out really good. I do think we spent a lot of time.
Side note though, photos came up great.
Yeah.
I still haven't
I
looked at
think we
them.
did spend a lot of time. I wish, obviously, if I could go back, I would love to extend our wedding. I feel like everybody should.
Yeah,
If they really enjoyed
obviously.
their wedding night and stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a night all about you guys. You guys, celebrate it with friends and family and stuff like that. So it's a really good night. So yeah, I would love to relive that day every day. It's so much fun. You party, you drink,
It was a good
you
time.
eat. You're with everybody that you love. It's cool. It's dope.
That reminds me, I still have your shirt from the wedding.
Oh yeah, because
You're-
you didn't have a polo, right?
No, not that shirt. Your like shirt you wore under your tux. That purple one.
Oh really?
Yeah, I still have it because you left it at their house because we didn't rent that. I think
Oh,
you left
that's right.
that with your tux.
That's right.
But I
that's right.
still have yours at my house.
Oh okay.
But yeah, I don't think I would switch anything. I think it was really fun.
It was.
I loved it. We had a party bus and stuff.
That
So
party bus was
We had a
crazy.
large wedding as well. We had I guess if you have bigger than 150, it is considered a large wedding. 150 guests.
Wasn't that
we had
many
like
people?
170.
100. Jesus.
170. Yeah, it was a large wedding. It was a good amount of money for sure. So yeah, weddings aren't cheap. Whatever you expect to spend on a wedding, if that's coming up soon for you guys, expect expect a
Double.
lot more. Things come up, you buy things, and price of things have been going up dramatically as well.
But the food was great.
Food was good.
Food was very
What
good.
was it? The chicken?
I don't
That
even
chicken
remember.
snapped.
Chicken slapped.
We
I don't
had,
even
we had
remember.
flounder and we had chicken.
Yeah.
That
Oh
chicken
yeah,
was
that
amazing.
flounder hit though.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
I
flounder.
still have some of it frozen in my freezer
Really?
because you guys gave me like a whole 5-gallon bag full to take home. It's still frozen in the freezer at
Yeah.
home.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved
Mhm.
it. I would
Yeah.
relive it every day if I could.
I was dancing. I was dancing my ass off. I was
Me
dancing
too, bro.
so hard.
Yeah.
My pants. were-
Videographers
Yeah, they
dancing and stuff before
At
he
the
left.
end, the
He did the
videographer
worm.
did the worm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, yeah.
I recorded it and I sent it to him. I was like, feel free to incorporate this into a video if you want. He didn't, but
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
I,
Yeah, it was awesome.
we're dancing
I
around.
loved it.
We're dancing
I
around.
did
so
like that,
I requested some oldies for the
Yeah.
old timers in there.
Oh.
I got them.
My grandma's so happy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got
Like,
them moving. I got them
we
moving.
created our playlist, right? And they played majority of our songs. If we didn't want it, if we wanted a song, we could go I could go up and ask them, and they would then they put it on immediately.
Yeah, right.
Because I was the groom. But yeah, it's like they put on some older songs for grandparents and stuff like that, and they were dancing. They were out there loving it and stuff. So they were enjoying
It was a good time. I don't
I
know
loved
whose granny I was dancing with. I was dancing with someone.
You were dancing with her cousin.
some 90-year-old that fell.
Oh,
fell or
Bev.
something.
Oh yeah,
Beverly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were dancing
Beverly.
with Beverly.
yeah.
I was getting
Beverly, and then
She was
I
moving.
danced with Shelly, which
Shelly.
was
Oh,
I was
Shelly
the first
said.
time dancing with a guy.
Yeah.
Well, I was probably
And
that
she
old
loved
lady's
it.
first time dancing with a black person. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, it was the first time dancing with her, and she loved it. She would love to go out and
Yeah.
dance again. She loved it.
Yeah.
It was fun. I love dancing with everybody. It's a fun time. It's great.
man.
You
Yeah,
definitely you gotta go out,
Oh.
experience dancing a little bit, open up. If you don't open up, it's not really dancing. It's really when dancing becomes fun. You can
Oh.
drink and stuff. But
Dancing?
there's just a stigma behind guys dancing and stuff. You
Well-
gotta open up or get a few drinks in to
Yeah.
dance and stuff like that. And I used to be like that, and then Shade opened me up, and now it's just I don't care.
Yeah,
You
I
That's a
just
weird way to
get
put
out and you
it.
dance, and
I was gonna
It's a weird way to put
say
it.
you two are both lucky to have friends who love to dance.
Oh, dude, I
We
love
love to dance.
Yeah,
we
I love
get
it.
it.
She likes dancing.
Yeah,
too.
you like it. Yeah, all your girlfriends, they're going
so much
crazy.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a really good group of friends.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Well, that's the same thing
you
that
don't have to
happened.
drink anymore to have fun. You should just go out and do whatever.
That's
You
a
can
blast.
belt a song out in the car.
Oh.
Nobody cares.
Blast.
The whole way here, bro, I was almost
Yeah,
in
we were
tears because
singing.
we were singing, and I'm like, I missed it so much.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
I
You
was
don't have
upset.
to- You don't have
Yeah.
to drink. I mean, you can just be.
That's
around
what happened
friends.
with
It's all that
Steven.
matters.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
That's what happened with Steven. We took him out in Pittsburgh, and
Yeah,
he
Steven,
never been a
Steven
dancing
goes
person.
dancing with us every single time. He goes dancing with us once, loves it.
Oh,
He reminds himself that
yeah, bro. What you being for? Here, try.
he reminds himself now that like he regrets going out and dancing with us when we begged him to go dancing with us.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do it, but now that he went out,
That's
on
all
my
he wants
bachelor
to do.
party, that's all he wants to do. He's like, "Hey guys, you guys want to go dancing?" It's like, I live 4 hours away, but I would love to, you know?
Yeah, come down.
Yeah.
No, we've talked about this on here before. I don't know if I'm good at it, but I love doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I'm good
I
on
don't care
certain
though.
times.
It's like
but
at the
yeah.
end of the day, I really don't care. I'll dance. Like once you get drunk too, I mean, you just dance. You don't care. I'll
One
jump
day-
on everybody out of the bar.
One
I
day-
don't care.
One day we were at this club where she used to go to school, and Scott walks up to me and Devin. He's drunk. He says, "I can pull any girl in here right in front of his fiance." And we're like, "You should probably shut up."
Yeah, but it's so much fun. I love it.
It's a blast.
Yeah, it is, and I really enjoy it. I think everybody like we have a good group of friends that are pretty close, and then we have a real close group of friends within that group.
Crazy thing is like
Extra close. So
all of them, most of them are so antisocial.
they are.
But when we
Very
get
extra.
all together, it's like if you see this dude out, like you see me out in public, when I'm alone, I'm no. When you get me around my friends,
you need a wing.
you get me around my friends out in public, and I'm screaming, I'm barking at people.
Yeah, it's a lot. Of
Yeah,
fun.
you do, bro.
One day, me and
Parked with
Devin,
somebody earlier.
You
at the
did
park.
in the car.
me and Devin were in Walmart, and we were walking up to we were in the candle section or something, and I looked at him. There was a bunch of people next to him. I said, "Would this be good to pour on me later?" Devin, bro, he got uncomfortable. I think it was Devin, but bro, it was funny. It's that dude's. So how's it feel to be an Ivy Leaguer?
What?
Is that what it is?
Yes, Penn is Ivy League.
Uh huh.
I would say it feels no different.
No.
But no.
Well, you've never been anything but, so how would you know it?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
I guess that's true. I don't know.
you've changed.
So I'm guessing because I'm an accountant, business world. I'm assuming med school is a little different than accounting.
Oh yeah.
So like, do you actually like when you were in school, or you are in school, but like undergrad, grad school, do you actually like work on animals and?
Yeah, so undergrad I worked on animals a little bit more than in vet school. The undergrad I went to had a colony of dogs that we could actually like do blood draws on, put catheters in. So we got a lot of hands.
That's abuse.
They were fine. They
You
were
don't
well
go
taken
sit there
care
and
of.
stick a catheter or a
They
dog
were
for
well
fun.
taken care of. They were. I
I
promise.
know if I was sitting around having people just stick catheters in me, I would not be happy.
They were well taken care of.
They got to treat afterwards.
Yeah, they had great lives.
Me, I
They really did.
better.
We did enrichment programs with them, so like
I don't
every
know what that
student got-
means.
I'll explain it. Do you love me? dog?
Oh, remember Hannah's hamster?
Yeah, Hannah did get a hamster. But so we got like assigned a dog and we had to enrich them for like a semester.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You had a dog in your dorm?
no,
Oh.
she stayed in the kennel, but like I had to
Oh.
go take her on walks and I take her out like 2 or 3 times a day. They have great lives. They really do.
What kind of dog was it that you had?
She's a whippet.
A what?
I never heard that.
A whippet? It's like a
Like those little
It's like a
nitrous
greyhound.
things you take?
no. He kind of looks like a little greyhound.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right. I've never heard of that before.
And so is like, cause I'm trying to think of it like for Maria, like her, she's a speech pathologist,
Mhm.
but that has many subgroups. Or do you have like a special subgroup that you're in, or do you just hit it all?
So you can. So like with vet med, you can go into general practice, which we call GP. so that you can basically see anything.
Yeah.
Or you can do a residency and get like certified, sort of. Like, it's a specialty. You can do cardio, like cardiology, so like heart stuff, ophthalmology, so you can do eyes, neurology, brain stuff. You can basically do anything.
So do you do GP or do you sub?
So for me, I feel like I'm probably gonna do GP for at least the first 3 years because you can always go back.
Oh, okay.
Because the residencies, internships, externships are usually unpaid,
Hmm.
and with the amount of student loans I'm gonna have, I think I can do that. So I'm
That's-
gonna have to work somewhere before I can specialize in something.
That was a hard thing to understand for me, because like even though I didn't do internships, I don't think you did internships either. We get any internship that you do in the business field, you get paid.
Yeah.
And so
Usually, not all.
most of the time, though,
There is some unpaid.
very
But
few, and I'm
it's
not
few. It's
choosing.
rare.
I'm not
It's
choosing
rare.
those.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're actually working on animals, like you're doing the work,
Mhm.
I would assume you get paid. But like it's a common thing. Like Maria, none of the internships for that get paid.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
So-
You're gonna go and get a paid internship to look at numbers, but you're not gonna get a paid internship to go work on somebody's heart. That don't make sense to me
Yeah.
at all.
That
Well, I
baffles
mean-
me.
Me specifically, I'm in the healthcare field, and I mean, when you join accounting, a big sector of accounting is healthcare. So I mean, you're looking at numbers, essentially what he said, in getting an internship of whatever the amount of money is. On average, probably like $20 to $25 an hour.
Which is a lot for a student.
Yeah, when you have like people like that are vet techs and stuff like that are technicians at vet hospitals that get paid a
Yeah.
whole lot less, that are actually getting shots
Right.
and doing stuff like that for animals. There is a quality of pay that is missing, I feel like, between those areas.
100%.
So you want to be an exotic vet?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
How
What
does
is that like?
do you-
Komodo dragons and pandas?
Yeah,
and
like
stuff?
they.
Reptiles, amphibians.
Mm.
Is
Anything
that
would be
like?
considered exotic?
in a
So
zoo.
like
Do you have to work
yeah.
in a certain state for that?
Well-
Like, is there certain states that it's
No, so
more
we're-
like sought after or something?
I mean, yeah, like Florida obviously would have a bigger exotic.
Well, they got it all.
Well, they
Yeah.
got gators too.
Yes,
so-
we have alligators.
Yeah, but are they pets? Do you
Yeah.
We
work?
have alligators as pets.
Really?
She had an
I don't-
alligator come into her
Yeah.
vet practice.
You can buy a
came in
baby
a
caiman
Prius.
here.
He brought-
What's
he
that? I
brought-
don't know what a caiman is.
It's a
It's just a little alligator.
you can buy one here.
At Petco?
Mm-hmm.
Not at Petco. There's a local exotic pet store here,
Oh,
and you can buy a caiman.
Which they should not be able to do.
Oh,
That's besides the point.
well, you can
Why?
legally buy a caiman here.
They
why
be
should
able to do
not?
that.
Why?
Because people, what happens is they buy these little alligators that are this big, and then they get 3-4 foot, and they don't know what to do with them.
They always get that big?
The caimans,
Yeah.
I think the caimans, I could be wrong, but I think they stay around 4 or 5 foot. But sometimes people will buy like a little alligator, think it's a caiman, actually a full size alligator.
Oh,
This
no.
thing will get 8 to 10 foot long, and then they just release it into the wild.
And then they're
You ever
like,
eat
"Wow, I
alligator?
have to buy a whole deer to feed this thing."
Yeah, yeah.
You ever eat alligator?
No,
I've heard it tastes like chicken.
I've also
Have you-
I heard
I
like
think I've had
everything.
I've
I've
had
never.
turkey.
They do.
think
They
I've
do.
had
They have
alligator.
like them sticks or
Yeah.
like
Alligator stick.
but they have ostrich. They have all that stuff. They say that about everything. Every exotic animal, they say it tastes like
Tastes like
chicken.
chicken.
Everything. I'm just like, I don't know, because I'm real weary of trying new
We've had
foods.
duck at, like,
I did not like it.
No,
I did not like it. I'm real weird about trying that because we were at Aki once and I got calamari and I got the worst food poisoning I've ever had.
You
in
were
my life.
fighting for your
I
life.
almost, because when I was living with him, I almost texted him and said, "Can you please take me to the hospital?" I was dry heaving for 12 hours straight. I was like almost spitting out
I feel like
blood.
you get a lot of food poisoning.
I've only had food poisoning once, and it was a struggle for my life.
I thought I was getting food poisoning at Burgatory. That's for sure. Burgatory is disgusting.
I've never had it, but I heard it's good.
Yeah,
I had it
everyone,
before,
everyone,
and I
and their
liked it.
whole mom told me that Burgatory is
I
good,
think
and then I
it's-
went there.
Yeah, I think
And
it's overrated by far.
Oh, yeah.
You
It's
like
not, like exquisite.
For what
but
I
it's not
got,
a good burger.
my burger cost $17. I wouldn't have paid $3. It was bad.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's overrated. for
you
sure.
really like Steak and Shake though.
Oh, dude, don't let me be a millionaire.
I think we have one.
I'll,
Right?
I'll stay at Steak and Shake.
Just open one.
Oh
'Cause I
yeah, we
keep
have Shake
thinking
Shack
it's a
near
Steak and
us
Shake, and
down in
it's a Shake
Philly.
Shack.
Like the
I
one
will-
in the mall was like a Shake Shack. Do you like it?
I've never
Shake
had.
Shack?
Yeah.
I've never been to a Shake Shack.
We-
But
imagine it was
North
similar.
Carolina has a place called Cookout.
Yeah,
Better,
I heard you
better
can-
than Steak and Shake, and that's
Yeah.
saying something because
You
I
ate
love
there?
Steak and Shake. Yes, I eat there. Yeah,
I heard you can get.
we went to North Carolina. Me and Maria, we were checking out North Carolina to see if we wanted to
Sorry.
live down there. So we went down there for like 4 days.
What recently?
It was last year.
Oh, I thought you guys were like going down recently.
We're going to South Carolina in a month.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, Cookout. I think it might be just like a North Carolina exclusive thing.
I had it.
Oh
They
my
have it in
gosh, bro.
Tennessee.
Do that?
You ate it there?
I didn't, but they had
Oh, you
it.
should have.
Well, I heard you can get like 35. Because they have one in South Carolina too, actually, near Myrtle Beach.
Mm.
You can get like you could eat for a month there and spend like $7.
It's cheap. Yeah,
Yeah.
we got for both meals. I think we got an identical thing. We got quesadilla, burger, fries, and a milkshake together. Cost like $10, $12.
I just ate at Roy Rogers on the way home
I don't know what that is.
from it's just like a
Like a
fast
truck
food
stop.
place. Yeah. I ate there on the way home on the Turnpike. I got a double cheeseburger, a large fry, and a drink, and it costed me $20.
Oh my!
And it's not even.
You know what the
I
most-
mean, I thought it was good.
It's not.
She didn't get it, but
It's not.
I thought it was good. But I ain't paying $20 again. I could get a Burger King
Which is what I
for
told you in the
$12
first place.
and be
Yeah.
fine.
you know what
But
the-
like in Philly, there is a Chipotle and a Panera Bread on every
Every
block. I'm not
block.
kidding. There's one on
Bro.
every block.
Panera's like it's so expensive, but it actually is very good.
Red Bull?
It's very
Yeah.
good.
I've never had Panera. I
What?
went
Really?
Really?
I went to
Red
Panera
Bull is
Bread.
so good.
I went there one time. I walked in. I looked up and I saw bread, $20, and I left.
Yeah,
I left.
They have really good soup.
it's expensive.
This
Oh, their
soup
broccoli
is very
cheddar
good.
soup.
Broccoli cheddar soup is like a top 3 soup.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's yeah.
Yeah, I
What would
messed
you
up some
consider
soup.
your other top soups?
I don't know.
Would
So
you consider chili a soup?
that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
If it is,
If
that's
chili's
number
a soup,
one.
That's gotta be
Yeah,
number one.
100%.
It's gotta be.
I don't
number
know
one.
about that.
So you know, chili's not
But, like,
supposed to have
Some
beans
people
in
can
it.
do a lot of like sauce
Yeah.
and stuff and make it, like a lot soup based, and then some people don't.
I
they do
like-
a lot more. Meat.
I like my chili with corn in it. bro.
I do too.
Corn is
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
corn is very good. Soup though, you can't go wrong with a good chicken noodle.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get clam chowder decent.
That's wild.
You don't like clam chowder?
It's
That wouldn't be in my top three.
I didn't
Yeah.
say that. I said it was decent.
Yeah.
Well, he asked you what your top three.
Well, I'm thinking I'm rattling off some names here because there's not a whole broccoli cheddar soup. I think putting
Yeah.
it at 1.
Yes.
I think I'm putting that.
Yeah. Chicken noodle soup is up there.
I'm
You
not
can't-
the biggest.
you can't
I'm not the biggest fan of potatoes, like chunks of
That's
potatoes.
crazy.
What about, like,
But I
okay,
do
that's
like
wild.
loaded baked potato soup.
Chili's loaded baked potato soup.
Yeah,
Bang.
good.
The best loaded baked potato soup.
Bang.
You're not gonna catch me at Chili's and not get the chili. It's like I didn't
Yeah,
even know
I
they
don't- I
had
don't-
chili.
If they have it.
Yeah.
I've gone to Chili's before and they didn't have
Yeah,
it.
I was there because I
Yeah.
wanted it too. But we got it that one time. I don't think he was. Was he? Oh yeah,
it was
we.
me and Blake.
And it was so spicy.
Yeah.
I was burning. But
It's so good. You get more meat than anything else.
they there's a Weiss down where I work. They have like 3 soups a day. Or it had this like corn chowder.
Yeah.
It's honestly, I don't think I can sit here and name more than 4 soups.
No, definitely my top three: broccoli cheddar,
Gotta be there.
lobster bisque.
Oh, I do like
Gotta
a
get
good one.
lobster bisque.
A good lobster
Lobster
bisque
That's the
soup.
first.
is
I,
very
I,
good.
that's the first time I'm ever hearing of
Lobster
it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Love
telling
that
you.
soup.
I prefer crab over lobster. She likes lobster over crab. I still love lobster bisque. It's so good.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I ever had lobster either.
Lobster gas,
It's like
bro.
a crab, but more
It's really
tender.
good.
More tender.
But it's more tender, but it's also more chewy.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
A
As long as
little
it's
bit.
cooked right.
Yeah, well, you just
And then
agree.
you soak
No,
it in
it's like-
garlic butter.
anything soaked in
Yeah.
garlic butter is good.
Delicious.
You soak anything in garlic butter and it's good. Like you good.
What was your
baby
third one,
joke?
Well, it's
Butter
true.
too.
Like, so, I do like that. It's hard not to put chicken noodle soup because a good chicken noodle soup
is
it'll get you through anything in life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Oh, I'd
It's
say
like-
that's definitely-
Like when you're sick,
Yeah.
go to chicken noodle.
Mm.
It is.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
You can put crackers in it and it's still gas.
no, but
You can put crackers in your chili.
I really want some soup.
If you like make homemade
Not
chili.
really. No,
No?
I like sour cream in it. It gotta
I
have.
think I put sour
You don't
cream in it.
have to, but if it's available, you have to
I
have a
just
side
put,
of
like,
cornbread.
shredded cheese on top
Yeah.
and then garlic bread.
You have to have a side
I'll
of
try.
cornbread.
I'll try
I mix
sour
mine
cream.
with rice.
Mm. I'm not a chili or a soup person,
But
but
I put you on
I do agree with that chili's potato.
the
Yeah,
baked,
so-
loaded baked potato.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Let me put you on to something here. Devin put me on to something different. So back in the day, we'd always used to go to Devin's house every once in a while, or whatever.
Yeah.
They made ramen, and then he had me dip peanut butter jelly into that ramen.
Pause.
Listen, when I tell, listen,
Hold on a minute.
listen,
What?
gas.
I don't believe
You know, like
Gas. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. As Devin, he put me onto it, is gas.
You're talking to the dude who would put ranch, ketchup, all kinds of craziness in my peanut butter's pushing.
What?
I'm telling you, listen, just hear me out on the rest of the way.
wait.
What you do is you make yourself a nice little PB&J, and you take that corner right there, when you cut it in half, you take that corner and you dip that into some chili.
Chili?
Top 5 things.
You were talking about ramen.
Yeah.
Even chili is still crazy.
No, I'm talking about ramen, but I tried it with chili forever ago.
Who mixes PB&J with? Anything else?
I'm
What
telling you,
flavor
bro.
jelly?
Great.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Mm.
You
What's
gotta
your
go
favorite?
great. No, you gotta go
Mm.
great.
Probably great. I don't like. I hate strawberry.
Go to great.
Yeah,
Why?
I do like strawberry.
but it's not better.
Wait,
than
I get the Uncrustables at work, the actual ones, not the ones that get hard. But
Yeah.
and I'm good. I'm taking the grape unless there's honey.
Honey. Yeah.
Oh,
Peanut butter and honey
I like
is.
honey, but I still prefer.
I think
grape.
peanut butter and honey is over any jelly,
Well,
Okay.
unless
You
you,
get
throw
that-
some
you
fucking
get that
apple
cheese
butter
on it.
on there.
Have you ever had you put peanut butter, honey, and banana, and you do it in like a mountain pie iron? Delicious.
What you do is when you guys get home, get yourself some what do they call tortillas, and get yourself a frying pan out and make that peanut butter, honey, and banana in those tortillas or whatever it's called,
tortillas.
and fry it up on that pan.
Yeah.
Gosh dang, it's very good.
Mm-mm. But ramen, I used to make ramen with like ketchup and ranch.
I make ramen every single day for my
All
life.
kinds of stuff.
Number one has to be
My broke
hot
ass
sauce. You have to put hot sauce. in
hot
it.
sauce, cheese,
If
and
you
some
don't,
garlic
it's
powder.
It's a sin. First off,
I don't always put it in it, but it is very
it
good.
has to.
This dude,
And
when we used to
cheese
live
on
together,
top.
I'd make ramen, but I'd also make like beef or chicken, and then I'd make soft boiled eggs and then put it all together. I'd put the broth in
Yeah, she
water,
puts
but
eggs in
make
it.
my own broth in it too. Oh, us.
So like,
But if you
before-
just give me the cup of ramen, the cup is
Yeah.
better than the packet.
I
I don't think
disagree.
I
disagree.
ever ate a
So before
Nope.
going to college,
Nope.
I used to
I
make
disagree.
ramen on the stove, which is, I swear to you, 100
It
times
is.
better than in the microwave. Once you go to college, though, that's all you have.
We'll
to
see.
right?
Yeah.
I like
You
it.
make ramen every single day in the microwave, and then it just becomes your normal.
I like
So
it
you gotta
crunchy.
fancy it up. So you have,
I don't like
you
it
got hot
fully
sauce and
cooked.
cheese
I
and whatever else you need.
the one thing that I miss about college
Yeah.
is coming back from a frat party, eat my noodles in the hallway, and talk to the RA.
Which one?
Adante. Adante was my favorite. Well, JP probably was my favorite, but Adante
JP wasn't a or
J-
RA.
I know,
It was
but
Eric. was
yeah,
the-
well, he was my favorite RA, but JP was in the hallway.
Yeah, JP was. The
I would go-
coolest dude
I'd
I
come
thought.
back-
He was dope.
Yeah, Dante would be like, "Hey, if you come after what, like 2 a.m. or something like that," he's like, I can't say nothing."
Yeah.
So I show up at 1:59, walk in at 2, make my noodles, and then Dante be out there. I'm like, Dante,
This guy was genuinely
Dante.
like he was a cool guy to be around, just like his flow and stuff like that. Like
I love
he
him,
always
man.
had an open door policy. If his door was open, you could go in there and say what's up.
Yeah.
You could go in there, just sit down and talk to him and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be about anything specific. You can just sit down, talk.
Yep.
He's a really cool guy. He's very informative.
I wish I knew what he was doing today.
He's out in like I think like Chicago or something. Like
Hmm.
he wanted to teach like undereducated kids like in hard environments and stuff like that.
Bad neighborhoods
like-
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Chicago and stuff like that, where getting an education is a lot harder because, the environment that they grow up in and stuff like that is a lot more, physically abusive,
Rough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What you trying to
it's a
say
lot
there?
rougher than in some like rural areas and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I wish
like
the
he
best for
moved a lot because his parents and stuff like that were in the military and stuff. So he was a really cool guy. I mean, he was very bright.
I would
yeah.
I would like to put on record. Okay, so I've lived with Shade. I've lived with Devin.
You lived with me for like a
I
year.
live with Scott.
Yeah.
I don't recommend nobody live with Scott. Ever live with Scott, bro.
Yeah.
This month, I should have taken college more seriously.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah. It was college.
I was
A lot of money to go
partying.
to college.
I was partying 3 days a week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was respectful. I would come back. There would be on a school day.
Ah.
It'd be on a school day, and I'm on my way back to the dorm. It's like 3 a.m. I know
3 a.m. mind you.
I know homie's sleeping,
Yeah.
and I know that I don't want to wake him up, so I'm sneaking. And I change my clothes
Yeah.
because it's 3 a.m. and I
To
gotta.
get into tomorrow's clothes to go to class because
It's
he knows
3
he's
a.m.
gonna wake up 2 minutes
It's
before.
3
He's gotta be there.
a.m. 3 a.m. I got a 7 a.m. class. I change my clothes so I don't gotta wake up and do it.
Doesn't go to sleep before he
But I'm so silent and I'm so respectful.
nah.
The 6:30 hits,
No.
and his watch not near him,
No.
the whole way on the other side of the room. So he has to crawl down the bed because our shit was bunk
No.
bed. Crawl down the bed, turn it off, but he has like 3 more alarms. He goes to take a shower, doesn't care about the other alarms. I have to turn off his alarm.
Yeah.
I'm hungover. I'm drunk. I'm tired. I got at 7 a.m. class. He comes back. Keep in mind, there's 17 fans in the room. All right, it's a tornado, and it's December. It's
Yeah.
15 degrees. He comes in. You think, oh, Trayvon's been out all night. Let's be quiet. Bang, boom, boom, bang, bang, close everything loud as shit. And then you know what? In the middle of the day, right? I'm tired. I went through all my classes. This dude kept me up. I had to wake up hella early. This dude picks the stinkiest food you could ever buy. The stinkiest food on a Friday. All right, garlic, anything that smells bad was in his food. He would eat it and then leave on the weekend in the trash, and the whole dorm would stink because of his ass.
To be fair though,
Every day.
you didn't come back at 3 a.m. and go to sleep. You came back at 3 a.m., had all your lights on, and started studying. Remember when you had to read 120 pages in one night because you
And I-
forgot to study?
And you know what I did? And I got an A.
Yeah, you did.
I got an
No,
A.
you didn't go to sleep.
You're talking about one day out of the whole year.
That wasn't one day out of the whole year, though. That was several weekends that you did that, and several weekdays that you did that, because I wasn't even there on weekends.
He wasn't there for one weekend of the entire freshman year.
No, I was there for one weekend of the entire freshman year.
That was
wasn't
when Devin and Shade stayed, right?
there. They stayed, and then I stayed like finals weekend or something
Yeah.
because I always went home.
This dude, bro.
But yeah, I mean, terrible roommate. First of all,
Pause. I feel your pain.
Thank
I feel
you.
your pain.
that's fucking.
Thank you, Ariel.
That's
You're-
fucking-
I was a pretty good
I'm
roommate.
telling you, when I tiptoe, he's talking about the 1 or 2 times
No,
where I
no.
was like, I need to get this A, and I
We-
turn on the light on the desk Not the light in the room, the
No.
light on the desk.
That LED on the desk, that was the entire length of your
Nah,
desk?
bro.
48 inches, and you're like,
Nah, bro. The little light on that.
there
That's
wasn't
it.
no little light. Not to mind you, it's
Yeah.
50 years old, so when you turn it on, it hums for 15 minutes.
He really is loud.
Wow.
No,
No, listen,
I agree.
I went to school all day, came home, was studying, fell asleep.
Mm.
What does he do?
no,
Starts vacuuming.
I was
Wake
drilling in
me
the
up.
wall. I was drilling in the wall while
Wake
she was
me
sleeping.
up. I was like, are you serious right now? I fall asleep for 30 minutes
Yeah.
and you start doing crap. in
Yeah,
the
I was
house.
drilling.
You
I was
wake
drilling in the
me
ceiling
up.
and in the wall because I was trying to like pass my Ethernet cord through the ceiling and like.
Oh,
where-
what he also couldn't do, I had to do it.
Well, she helped.
Mm.
She's taking all the credit.
Just because I did it.
So I still got to patch the hole in the wall because I haven't got to it yet, and it was like last week. So yeah, we got some patches, but she was definitely sleeping, and I was like, nobody's on the game tonight. You know,
But
what
you knew I
better
was
time to
But-
drill a hole in the
But
wall?
you knew I was sleeping.
I'm
Right,
not
you
gonna
knew-
lie, I tiptoed in there and she was sleeping.
And then you proceeded.
And I couldn't close the door, but I was like,
Mm-hmm.
she needs to wake up and start
Yeah.
studying. So
Yeah.
I just started
Right,
drilling.
right. You
Yeah.
took the initiative to intervene on someone else's life. That's what you did to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I know he has a 7 a.m. class. Let me let me leave 3 alarms on for him. Like, that's crazy, bro.
I admit I could have shut my alarms off, but at the same time, you didn't need to be partying till 3 a.m.
That's my business.
No,
That's my
that
business.
was my business to wake up at a normal time and start life.
I kept quiet for
No.
you.
No,
I kept quiet for you.
no, you were a terrible roommate as well. He would hold a grudge. Like, okay, let's say I kept him up till 7 a.m. and I went to the shower. He would turn the fans on high and stuff in the middle of December when it's negative 10
I
degrees
started
outside.
doing
And
that.
I would come back to a tsunami of air hitting me before I even opened up the door. You know, because our door was locked.
I
And you
started.
could hear that air funneling through our dorm. He would do that on purpose. So whenever I came back, it was negative 10 in there, and I had to change.
I started doing that in spite of you being so loud.
Yeah, well, I kept the
If
fan
you were
down
just-
at night when it was negative
If you
15.
were as respectful
Yeah.
as I was at night as in the morning, I would have never done that to
Like,
you.
it went both ways. It went both ways.
Oh,
And you know what I learned?
enough.
We just weren't a good pair to
We
dorm together.
We weren't.
But, you know, we kept our friendship afterwards,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm cool with it.
Oh yeah.
we,
But 10 out of 10 would not live with you again.
it
Never
wasn't,
again.
when I lived with them, it wasn't
We're
bad.
fine,
Yeah, I mean,
Most of the time, you know,
Well,
you
you
were there.
didn't have an obligation to wake
Oh, yeah.
up to at
You
7 a.m.
I work at
Well, you work.
7. I do
You
have.
worked, but you worked to make money. We woke up to hell.
In a cubicle.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were
And like the
paying
cubicle
money.
was like 4x3. It was small, and we packed the shit.
No, that
It
was
was-
the smallest
yeah.
dorm room I've
And
ever
we-
seen.
It was
paid a
me and
whole lot
Devin
of
slept
money.
in that on the floor.
Yeah, you guys slept
Yeah.
on the floor, and we woke up late and had to jump over you guys to get to class. I remember that
Oh,
day
yeah.
vividly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
There
like,
was-
we need to wake up.
My entire if I could just sum up my
I gotta
entire
pee
college
again.
experience, it would be waking up in the last 3 minutes and running.
You would sleep in tomorrow's clothes to go to class.
Yeah, because I was responsible. I didn't want to be late to school.
That was not responsible. Responsible would be going to sleep early.
Did you graduate?
I did.
We both graduated.
With a 3.4.
Yeah, we graduated really well.
So what does it matter?
And we
'Cause
had
I
very
also-
good jobs.
Because pause. I also partied
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
Friday night, sometimes Wednesday
Yeah.
night.
You didn't do it during the week though.
Wednesday
Did
night,
you
yeah,
try?
they had a mechanical shark.
Yeah,
Yes, they did.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a mechanical shark on Wednesday. We did go
Yeah, once.
a few times.
Barrio night? Barrio night Thursdays? Oh, good.
And then you would bring girls to the dorm as well. And then I would
That
get
was
yelled
all-
at by her.
On the weekend. I never brought it on a weekday.
It don't matter.
On the weekend. If you're not there, what matters?
She's there on Fridays because she helped me take stuff to the dorm or to the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, the one time I got mad at you was he always had the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
And you were like, I want the bottom bunk. And I was like, why do you want the bottom bunk when he's bringing girls all the time? They're just
Yeah.
going to be sitting in your
Our
bed.
room was so
They're
small.
going to
We
be
had
sitting in your
to,
bed.
the room was so small. We had to have bunk beds, and I had to climb Mount Everest every
Let
day
me
to get
Tell
to the bed.
you how horrible a person this man is. All right. Obviously, they're in a great relationship. They're in a relationship. I was a single Pringle at the time.
Single
All right,
Pringle.
I'm trying to find.
He
I'm
won.
trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
The
That's what
very
you do.
first day, we're trying to get everything together. Bless your mom, Dawn. She bought a bunch of stuff for us. We're buying our sheets for our bed.
Hold that.
And because I got the bottom bed and I bought my sheet to spite me, he bought the same exact
I
one.
thought it was hilarious.
And you know what happened every single time I ever had any type of company over? It don't matter if it was girl or not. He said, "Oh, that's cute. That's cute. You both have the same comfort. You both have the same sheet.
I
That's
thought it
so
was
cute."
funny as
And I'm like, he did that to spite me. Before the whole slamming in the morning, he started off to spite me. Off jump.
I mean,
All right.
it was funny.
It was
funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
I thought it was funny.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna have to end it here soon.
Yeah.
But since tomorrow is Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
what is your? Give me your. I want all of them.
Yeah.
Your top 5 that has to be there for Thanksgiving
Like
food.
food. Okay.
Like if you go to the function and it's not there, you're gonna be upset.
Okay.
You wanna go-
Number one,
Okay.
sweet potatoes.
Okay.
If the sweet potatoes aren't there, I'm not there.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm not there.
What else?
Let's go through your pod first.
Okay. 2, probably unpopular opinion, but green bean casserole.
I've never
I
had
need the
it.
green
Never
bean
had it.
I would.
Really?
I would like to
I've
say I had
heard
it,
good
but I don't
things.
know if
I've
I-
heard very
like
good
it's been
things.
there, but I don't know if I eat.
I've heard good things. Never.
I love
never
green bean.
I may have to eat it tomorrow
It's really good.
before I get yelled at by her.
It's really, really good. 3, definitely the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes aren't there.
Mashed-
I'm leaving.
yeah, it's not even a Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
To be honest.
No, it's not. 4,
Oh, are we doing 5?
Pumpkin pie has to.
There's
be.
like 100.
Pumpkin pie has to
I
be
don't
there.
know though because like I don't really care about cranberry sauce.
Pumpkin pie has to be there.
Turkey.
If it's not
I was
there,
gonna put that in my at 5.
Turkey.
Pumpkin pie.
yeah, and turkey has to be there as well. Turkey's
See, I
number
don't
one,
really like turkey.
but it has to
Is
be
that a
there for
crazy
Thanksgiving.
statement?
I like turkey,
you eat,
but not
you eat
that
turkey at Thanksgiving, ham at Christmas.
Some people make both, and that's okay.
It's got to be there though.
I don't
Whether you like it or not,
Alright, well-
it's got to be there.
What about you, Scott?
Turkey's number 1, mashed potatoes 2, 3 is pumpkin pie. Without those 3, it's not
I
Thanksgiving.
don't love pumpkin pie.
Without those 3, it's not
I
Thanksgiving.
don't love pumpkin pie. It's
Or-
there, but I don't.
Or what's the rolls that people
The Hawaiian rolls,
No, it's not Hawaiian. It's like
the
it's
Pillsbury
like a
Doughboy,
dessert roll. People call- like pumpkin rolls.
pumpkin
Is that what it is?
pumpkin roll. Yeah.
Pumpkin rolls. I feel like they always have to be there.
Yeah.
Well, if there's
that's-
pumpkin pie, there's pumpkin roll.
Yeah, usually. So that, I would say that's 4, and then I think stuffing would have to be a 5. Without
Mhm.
stuffing,
Yeah.
like when else do you eat stuffing? You know,
I've had it a couple times. That's not Thanksgiving.
but it's got to be at Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
It's always at Thanksgiving in every event.
Trayvon?
Mine would be probably a little different because I had a real Italian family. So if there ain't meatballs and
It is crazy.
what's it called? It's not spaghetti, but it's the thick
Rigatoni?
circular ones. They're like little
Rigatoni.
Yeah.
meatballs and rigatoni.
Yeah.
Need it. And then I need ham, which is regular ham.
Ham for Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
A
ham.
lot of
That's
people,
crazy.
my mom usually makes both, I think.
Pickled eggs.
Well, we
Oh,
our
it's
family
all-
does like
I-
white.
I don't love them, but they do
Yeah,
have
that's
to be.
true. Yeah, that's always at
Pickled eggs and deviled eggs.
Oh, yeah.
And what would be my 5th one?
Bro, the beats out of this.
Probably
Do you guys do
Probably
like
stuffing.
that salad or
Stuff-
whatever?
stuffing,
It's
yeah.
like, I don't know what it is, but it's like a cherry salad or something
No.
with like whipped on top.
No, I don't
No.
like. I don't like.
Yeah, fruit salad.
No.
no.
I will say this. I forget what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but the meatballs and
That's
the
crazy.
meatballs and
What
Who
rigatoni.
does that?
Oh, the
Who
pickled
does
egg.
meatballs?
It used to be my Pat before he passed away. He always did any
Does
of the
anybody
holidays.
continue it? No.
No.
Do you go anywhere for Thanksgiving besides?
No, my Uncle Dom sometimes does holidays when he can. He usually does like Easter and
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But like that man's got a whole busy life.
So how many places are you going for Thanksgiving?
Probably just Maria's.
Just Maria's, and then we're having a Friendsgiving here.
Yeah.
I'll go to. I don't think her dad's doing one. If he did, if he is, he didn't invite us. So, we're gonna do one at our house, and then we're gonna go to my Grams, and then we'll have Friendsgiving. So
Yeah.
it'll be like the three basically. Gotta have Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Oh. What about you, Shane? How many do you go to, and what's your top 5?
Top 5, bro. Number 1, and I'll say this at every holiday, is deviled eggs.
Yeah, man.
Deviled eggs is my favorite thing maybe in the
Yeah,
world.
It's so good.
Deviled eggs gonna be there.
I don't like mustard.
Shout-
and I feel like that's in every deviled egg. I'll have to
Mustard?
try one.
I don't. I
Shout
hate
out-
mustard.
Shout out my Aunt Des. She makes the best deviled eggs I've ever tasted in my life.
Bro, deviled
Maybe
eggs is just.
try one tomorrow.
Somebody brought a deviled eggs once. They put way too much vinegar in it. And
Oh, yeah. No.
Wait, what was that
Just-
last part of that word?
This guy.
Stuffing, but it's gotta be the stuffing out of the turkey, bro. The stuffing that is in the
Oh,
turkey
yeah.
is the best stuffing. Stuffing ball is gas.
Yeah.
But that stuffing out of the turkey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
hands
2.
down, hands down. I don't love them, but pickled eggs gotta be there. It's like
Yeah, it's
the beets.
If
I munch on
you don't
them
have pickled
beets.
With a
eggs
little
at
salt.
any other
Oh.
I eat the outside of the
My
egg.
grandma
I don't eat the
my grandma
yolk,
was-
which is crazy because I love eating hard boiled eggs.
Yeah, I love.
But- When it comes to pickled eggs, I only eat the outside of the egg. I don't eat the yolk.
that's weird.
I smack it.
Yeah, that's
I'll
weird.
smack it.
What's
What
that?
is that,
3?
2 or 3?
3. So that's deviled eggs, pickled eggs. What else? Stuff it.
Stuffing.
Mac and cheese.
I
We
would
never
love
have
some mac and cheese.
Mac
That
and
is-
cheese.
Mac and cheese can never go wrong though.
Mac and cheese, bro. Mac. I don't even know if I have it at Thanksgiving, to be honest, but I think I do.
But would
Mac
you
and
consider
cheese
that a
is
mac-
there.
Would you consider that like a Thanksgiving?
I could any holiday, any day.
Okay.
Fair.
Okay. What's 5?
Do I put a dessert on there?
It's got to be pumpkin pie.
I don't love pumpkin pie.
Yeah,
I would be
You
okay.
pecan.
say Thanksgiving?
What'd you say?
Pecan pie.
your gram makes the best pumpkin pie I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah,
Yes.
you like that?
I love that.
I
pumpkin
don't
pie.
eat it.
When
I
did you
did.
eat this? Graham?
I bought it.
For Friendsgiving
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, I
It was
did.
delicious.
Mhm.
Feel free to bring it again.
It was so good.
She did make. She always makes it, and I don't like it. So,
Yeah.
Sorry.
You don't like any pumpkin pie?
I don't really love.
If you
No,
want.
it's not hers. She makes her desserts are crazy, but I don't like pumpkin pie in general.
In general, yeah.
But like a pumpkin roll, I will smack on.
Why?
I don't know.
Texture.
Is
It's
it
probably a
just
texture
crust?
thing.
It's
Yeah.
not a texture thing.
No.
Crust, maybe?
I don't. No, I love the crust. I'll eat the crust. I scrape the pumpkin stuff off of it and eat the crust.
Damn.
And I'm not a picky eater, but I'm putting corn there, bro. I'm putting
Corn's always
corn.
there, I think.
Either regular corn or cream corn.
That's crazy.
You-
didn't put mashed potatoes.
You throw some mashed potatoes down and put that cream corn on top instead of the gravy.
Yes.
If I was gonna throw a dessert in there, it would be apple pie.
Apple pie does that.
All the pies come out at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Maria's
gotta be
making,
the
like,
number one food.
4 cheesecakes.
I don't know, bro.
Like,
My favorite food holiday is 4th of July. Nothing's
Really?
better than a cookout, man.
Cookouts
Nothing.
are good.
A nice
Thanksgiving's
dilution.
pretty
And a
Nice.
70-foot slip and slide.
Shut up.
that
There's
was
not much better.
Remember when you missed the slip?
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I said,
You
hey,
face planted?
I said, hey, make sure you don't slip on this, and then I slipped on it.
Oh my gosh, bro.
You fell before the slipping slide. That was a fun day.
That was cool.
That was
I didn't
before we
do the
left.
slip inside because we had other
You
people.
good, bro. It hurt.
Yeah, it did hurt, but it was fun.
It was.
It was a blast.
No, but in where I go, it's usually just my mom's.
Yeah.
But it used to be like before I went to my mom's, Grams, stop at my aunt's.
Yeah.
But past couple years, yeah, it's just been my mom's house. I just like chilling, eating, watching football.
Yeah, we always have a lot of places to go to on
But we're not-
the holidays.
We're not eating till 4:30.
That's,
That's
late.
crazy.
That's late.
Then my mom doesn't go to
Like
work.
both,
Now I'm
like
used to
her
that.
grandparents and like my grandparents, they both eat at like 12. So we
Well,
usually show up.
Granny, my gram says that food's gonna be ready at noon, but she has it ready by 11.
Yeah. And then my
Pretty
grand
early.
plans for
My
noon,
family
but
never.
everybody doesn't show up till like 2.
You would think my family is like as restrict as I am when it comes to being on time. None of them are on time. Not one, and it makes me furious.
I'll tell you this guy I used to work with.
When they say Thanksgiving is at 12,
show up, a
I'm
week.
like, I don't want to go till 2.
when is the food?
Because even when I get there at 2, there's still something being
Do you
made.
guys got to go around the table and say what you're thankful for?
No,
My grandparents.
we do a prayer. We always do a prayer.
My
but-
grandparents every single time.
I think my mom actually sometimes does that, but then I'm just like,
I would love to go to your Thanksgiving. Your mom would love having me there.
so you could stop by. She wouldn't care at
Yeah,
all.
Where do you do that?
we do a
At
prayer.
your mom's?
At my mom's, yeah. But this guy I used to work with every Thanksgiving in the morning. Him and he has a real big family. They have a flag football game at that. It's at that field right beside the curve, like right across from where your Graham live.
Yeah.
It's I didn't go last year because we had the Friendsgiving last.
I
Ridiculous.
played at 14:40 and like 10 minutes is like 20.
All right, guys. If you made it this far, we appreciate y'all. This is episode 12, not 11.
Don't look at me.
Um,
That's your problem.
Please like and subscribe. Please stay tuned to the social medias that we're creating. Again, hopefully when this comes out, I'll be able to link it up here. And we will catch you on episode 13.